Well, in the recordings, we did some things that were just, we'd go in and sit and play, but and it would be, we started A and ended at B, and that was it, and put on the thing. But you're right. Frank was one of the guys that very early on did a lot of overdubbing, and keep in mind the equipment then wasn't what it is today. It wasn't even a shadow of it. I mean, let alone digital and analog. It was all, this. I think they had I don't remember if it was 12 or 16 tracks, which was just unbelievably complicated then. Nobody had that kind of equipment, and that's one of the reasons Frank liked that studio. So he was able to record a whole bunch of stuff, compress it down to one, add more and more and more and more and more and more. My guess is, I have no way to know this, I could be totally wrong, my guess is the only body that was doing anything that complex was probably the Beatles, with Sgt. Pepper's, and that was the album he ended up lampooning. But I could be wrong. Maybe there are other people doing that stuff, but there weren't very many. I mean, it was, in 1967, it was still pretty much, I guess, 8-track or 4-track. I don't know what they used. But so we did a lot of overdubbing, and we did a lot of, single playing, and then it could be added. I did do a lot of work with Ruth Underwood, who's a brilliant mallet player, mostly marimba. Ruth was going to be, wanted to be a marimba soloist, which there's a lot of them today. At that time, there wasn't much call for them. But she was a great, great marimba player. And so we did a lot of things together. Like, she'd play the marimba and I'd play the vibraphone. We'd play like pretty much the same part, or I'd play a harmony to her, or she'd play harmony to me, whatever. And so that was at one time when we'd play more than one person and then overdubbing it. As an aside, it was tricky working with Ruth because she's a real perfectionist, and so if she made the tiniest little mistake, she'd stop. Oh, I made a mistake. Oh, I screwed up. And that stuff was very difficult to play. And I finally told her, I said, Ruth, look, they can fix that, or we can do it again. I said, I'm having trouble getting through some of these charts. Let's just get through the charts, and then, And she said, well, I know, but I just, so it was kind of funny, but there were very few mistakes.